south of Massachusetts. And Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The keeper of the light sounds the foghorn to signal it's time for football. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots. On the visitors' sideline, Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin. His team off to a slow start, looking for a first win after 2 defeats. On the other side, it's Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel. His team off to the opposite start, 2-0, and they are at home seeking a third straight win. With my partner Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
It's fair to say this season hasn't gotten off to the type of start they likely envisioned for themselves, but it's still early. A win here, it could go a long way towards changing the trajectory of this entire season. But what's going to make this even more difficult today, not only the worthy opponent that they face, but having to go on the road and do it here in a hostile environment. If he is able to lead his team to a win today, I think that gives them the spark to turn this season around.
Nice run on first down, leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They bring Skoranek in motion. Once again, it's Warren. And he's going to have the first down yard. Across the 50 to the 48.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. In the shotgun, it's Aaron. He finds his man, it's Skoranek. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
They'll run with the rookie, drafted in the 3rd round. Finding space at the 15. And he won't quite get to the end zone, but they're going to be set up at the 2-yard line. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. 35 yards. Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. What a start. Touchdown, Steelers. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown.
His kick is good.
And when things haven't been going your way like they haven't around here recently, Mike, this is exactly what you need. You're looking for a spark. So to take the opening possession of the game, march it down there, and come away with the score, all of a sudden the sideline's a lot more positive. There's a lot more good energy amongst your teammates. Is that the spark they needed to turn this thing around?
So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their 2nd-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. And then have an earth-shattering performance statistically. They got the win. He can continue to play that style of ball. It's going to be a tough group to match up with.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Just a yard on first down. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Achane. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
And it's complete to Diggs. And And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Yep, 45, there you go. 5.
They'll go. Here's May. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Gonna give the ball over on down. The Steelers offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. Off the play fake, Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. It is 3rd and 10.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down.
Cooper DeJean on the coverage.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will extend to a 10-0 lead. Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Marcus Jones now to return. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Patriots offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
May now on 1st and 10. Diggs on the reception.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Run up the middle with Achan, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. 3rd and 5.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there. And now it's 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st and 10.
Now the former Buckeye, it's Travion Henderson. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Here's Achan. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Now here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Yeah, you go.
One more time, it's Achan. Good blocking, and he's in. Devon Achan. Touchdown, New England. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. The extra point is up and through. And the Pats are on the board. It's 10-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field with a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first two possessions. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Second down, Rodgers. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a third down and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. This one is caught by Skoranek. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. A big one there on third down, good for 26 yards.
First and 10.
Here's a handoff to Warren. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And he'll get forward for about a yard. That is Cooper DeGene in there for the stop. From the 21, here's second and 9. Rodgers to throw. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it third and 2.
We'll try and run it here with Warren. Fighting for the marker. He loses the football. Past midfield. Inside the 30. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Patriots. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And, Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around it. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Makes the score Patriots 14. Steelers 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Steelers offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a handoff to tight end in the running game. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter. They've got it second down and 6 to begin. On the ground, it's the tight end. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain. Third and 7. Rodgers now. He'll go left side here and complete this one. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First down. It's a gain of 10. And the Steelers
looking to throw. It's Rodgers. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back. He's taken down just shy of the 10. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Steelers.
319. 319.
Here comes a toss, right. Here comes Johnson. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It will give him 4 yards.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 7-yard line.
Yeah, live. 58.
Here's Rodgers. Escaping to his left. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Jalen Warren, touchdown Pittsburgh. It's his second touchdown of the year. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense and running back Devon Achane set to go to work once more. Hey, Greg, no one better than you to talk about the rookie crop of tight ends, especially at the top. A couple of guys who have Midwest ties, played in the Big Ten, now find themselves in the Midwest, especially Colston Loveland, who's a Chicago Bear tight end.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, Mike, when I watch Loveland play, you look back and watch his tape from Michigan, there's two guys that play tight in the NFL. There's the guy that you have to script open. He's going to catch flat routes and naked routes, and he's going to catch the easy ones, and he'll run after and get what he can. And then there's the guys, Mike, that get themselves open. They can win third down one-on-one. They can win versus press. They can win routes downfield versus defensive backs, not just linebackers. When I watch Colston Loveland, that's the guy I see.
And another one out of the Big Ten, Tyler Warren from Penn State. He goes to Indianapolis.
Yeah, and he's a little more of a throwback, right? He can play a little quarterback, he can play H-back, he can put his hand on the ground. He's still good enough and athletic enough to play in space. When you look at what Penn State did with him, there wasn't a position on the field, including center, that he didn't play. So he's a really big, physical, run-after-catch. I think he's a good fit because, remember, in Indy, that Shane Steichen offense, they're going to want to run the ball. They're going to want to get downhill with the run game, offensive line. So I think it's a good fit because he's very talented in the passing game.
And he will score! Hunter Henry, touchdown New England. The extra point now for Borregales. That one off the left upright, but it bounced in. High degree of difficulty, but the joint gets a point. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he gets this up close to the 40. That's Carlton Davis bringing an end to that one. It is 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
A run out of the gun with Warren. And he's going to have the first down. Mark him at the 45 and move the change.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I would don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs. And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Now it's Johnson. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Robert Spillane spills him there.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And he will work this down to the 43-yard line, and that is enough for a first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on third and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Now a give, but here comes a reverse. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of the first down. A pickup of 9.
I like the change of pace. The idea that you want to keep the ball on the ground, but you don't want to do it in the traditional sense of just turning around and handing it off to your running back. So this time, they give it to the wide receiver. They get him in space, get the ball in his hands, and he turns it into a solid game.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot, 3rd and 2. Here we go. They'll try to run for it with Johnson.
Now we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Now Rodgers on 4th down. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down.
A gain of 7. And the Steelers first down.
Rodgers in trouble, and down he goes. Milton Williams. What a first month he is putting together. That's his 4th sack already. Rodgers backs to the big tight end, Freiermuth. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. It is 3rd and long. To throw is Rodgers. Pushed out to his left. And look at maybe a yard. And not nearly enough. It'll be 4th down. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This a 44-yard attempt. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Steelers cut the deficit down to 1. Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. But dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Crazy.
On 1st and 10, here's May. That one taken in by Douglas. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, That's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On second down, H.M. Inside the 35. And he is going to run it all the way down near the red zone. It's a big hit for the Patriots. A pickup of 44 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. That's to Gray, open on the left side. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. Here's a run. The ball comes out. The Steelers think they've got one, and they do. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. And he'll be brought down at about the 13-yard line. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half.
First down, Steelers.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's out wide to Warren.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
At the 20-yard line.
319.
On second down, Warren. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A first down throw from Rodgers. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. Now, Rodgers. Here's a screen set up for Warren.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass. On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. Nicole Hardman deep to return. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And some good running on that return as he takes it up close to midfield.
First and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Five. Here we go. Crazy. Hey, what's that?
To throw on first down is May. That's into the hands of Diggs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
That's good for our Patriots. First down.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Patriots offense and running back Devon Achane set to go to work once more. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it? Do you kick it out the back of the end zone? And I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game.
The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. And it looked like one of the Patriots was able to fall on it. Indeed, they did. They are able to keep possession. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. A run out of the gun with Achane. And they'll get maybe a yard out of that. Not nearly enough. It'll be 4th down. And the Patriots ready to kick it away. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. Here comes a return. Oh, how about that hit? He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The Steelers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The deficit is 1, as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Christian Gonzalez comes in for the tackle. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 38-yard line.
They'll run the draw with Warren. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Aaron Landry, they're on the tackle. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. So the Steelers ready to kick this one sky. As he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Patriots offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the 1st half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the 2nd.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 1. Once again, it's Achane. And he's going to have a Patriots 1st down. He's up to the 45-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
On 2nd down, it's May. The left side, he's got Henry. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
On the give, it's Henderson. Patriots ready for the punt. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. The Steelers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They send Fryermuth, the tight end, in motion. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Warren. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, they go with Warren. And he'll pick up the 1st down as he moves this up to the 29-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's...
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of his teammates there to take it back in. Here's 3rd and 7. From the gun, Rodgers. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. He did not. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it'll be 4th down. Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's A-Chain. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
That's going to be caught by Gray. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll try the left side with Henderson. That's a nice job keeping it balanced in these conditions. A gain of about 5. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Once more, it's Henderson. And he'll get this down to the 40. That's a nice run. It's also a 1st down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. He's able to pick up the 1st down.
Here's May to throw it on 1st down. He's got his big tight end, Henry. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. May gonna look to throw. That one is complete to Hardman. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback in his protectors to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Second down, they need 3. On the ground, Chan opens up this fourth quarter. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Hey, let's punch it in. Great job, we're good.
Trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Come on, Chan. Touchdown, Patriots. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the fourth quarter, I think they feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
It's 28. Steelers 20.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy game, and they pick up the first down.
Here comes a toss. Right. Here comes Johnson. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Steeler first down.
16 yards. First down, Steelers.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Now he'll run it. He elects to go down to the ground and give himself up.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Steelers first down.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Yeah. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up second down.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They run out of the gun with Warren. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Big play coming up. This is third down. From the shotgun, it's Aaron. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. Rodgers now. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth. They will turn it over on down. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. There you see Mike Vrabel, his Patriots set for their next drive. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers. It's a gain of 9. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run is going to put him up over 100 yards for this walk. 2nd and inches. Here's May. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's May. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That'll be caught. It's Travion Henderson. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throw again is May. And he gets that to Hardman. And he's close to another 1st down. Brought down just shy of the marker. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a couple.
At the 36-yard line.
A run up the middle with Achan. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
15-yard line.
And it's Henderson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Working out of the gun. It's May. He'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Henderson. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down. So a big spot looming here for Andres Borregales. This to make it a 2-possession lead. So 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. So a big spot looming here for Andres Borregales. This one he's got to have. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Steelers offense ready to take over once again. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. He's got it! And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
Play of 58 yards. That's good for us Steelers.
Rodgers to the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Here's a run with their tight end. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
A 6-yard gain. Brings up
3rd and goal for Aaron Rodgers. And he'll be forced to throw that one away. Excellent work defensively. It took away all the options, and now it is 4th and goal.
for the field goal. An 18-yard attempt.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through. This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
2nd and 11. So it's a win for the Patriots. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. And that'll do it for my partner.